Alright, let's try this again. Probably need to fight these guys first, just because they're gonna... Oh.
He's running away.
Sure am. God, I'm such a coward. Look at me. That actually might have bought me enough time that I don't get hit. Let's find out. God, I go so slowly. Okay. Yeah, I pretty much got away. I gotta lure them away from the door first, and then they won't be able to hit me while I'm in the animation. Okay. Let's try to figure out why I'm losing, even though I don't really know why I'm losing. I mean, just the part where I'm like, block. Just kidding. Dodging saved me this time. Why doesn't it work?
Right here, BD.
I don't understand.
Totally useless. Back, Jedi. Right through or perish.
Is he just immune to force powers again?
They felt that.
Let's see. When am I allowed to use? Am I ever allowed to use pull? I don't understand. They're so telegraphed. It's really obvious that they're coming. Why can't I, like, is he immune to deflect? But I also can't block half the time? I just can't tell what's happening. The feedback's confusing where I just don't know why it's not working.
Who's there? Down there, look! He shakes in fear. Fight with me, brothers! After the intruder.
Imagine if the checkpoint was just in this room. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna keep throwing myself at him, but I don't have a plan or what to, I don't know what to change. I don't know what options I have that can fix this.
The only coward run.
Fuck.
Over here. Right
Oh,
here,
I didn't
bud.
heal.
Oh, they felt that.
Lieutenant Brock!
BD, stim. Good reflex.
That worked. Why'd that work?
The only coward run.
I wish there was feedback in these timing-based parry games that told you whether your deflection was early or late when you fail. Because all I know is that I take damage. And I'm like, okay, which way do I adjust it? The game, because this game in Sekiro generally won't tell you, and I'm like, I really need to know whether I need to be pressing it earlier or later, because all I know is I'm getting hit. Oop.
Help me, BD. Come, kill me if you dare.
I'd love to. Fuck! Man, it kills you in one combo. Okay. That was a good start. I did a lot of damage and only did like 2 or 3 heals. I was way ahead on the boss fight health bar to Estus Flask ratio, assuming that he doesn't have more health bars.
Come on, hit him.
Which is a dangerous assumption, but so far it's never happened.
Feeling overwhelmed, Jedi.
Hey, dickhead.
Dodging won't save you.
Okay, so that just never works, I guess. Pull never works. Seems like.
You will not beat it. Too slow. You lack finesse. Come on.
Up here.
You're real confident for someone who's losing. Ah! Ow! Shit.
Dodging won't save you.
It literally did. Fuck. Okay, no. Oh, God. Ah!
I have focus.
Okay, we'll get there. I'm doing a lot of damage now. It's just the fact that I can just lose in one combo. I think I have to press push way earlier than makes sense in order to not knock the rock back, even if that's even possible. I don't know if I'm even allowed to knock it back at him.
You can't win, outsider.
But not being able to knock it back would be inconsistent with the rest of the game, so I probably can. But it launches real fast. It just feels weird to press. God damn it. I got hit by a laser and that made me do a parry animation, and that reduced that delayed getting in this. It feels wrong to hit push while the rock is still floating. It feels right to hit it when it's flying at you, but it flies at you way faster than the animation for doing it, so I don't think you can react in time, so I think you have to press it while it's floating.
Come on. Oh, you're a quick one. Try that again. Jedi. Come, kill me if you dare.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Not too slow for me. You're wretched. Only cowards run. You will not beat me. Good for nothing, Jedi.
Good.
Another.
Fuck. Fuck.
Door stim.
Okay, shit. It's like not reacting anymore. Okay, fuck. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, he's just fucking like not reacting to getting shot, like stabbed in the face by a laser. It's weird. It's weird hitting him when he's open, and then he just like hits me anyway. God damn it! Let me get a heal off once, without having to instantly lose it. Fuck! He's really obnoxious right now. Fuck.
Toss me 1BD. see?
Oh my fucking god, man. What? I missed X and hit start.
What is this?
It's like you said, Malikos. Dathomir will be your grave. Let him lie in the dark with his secrets until death takes him.
Why'd you help me?
To rid Dathomir of that parasite.
Okay. So a few things happen. I learned that phase 1 is fairly manageable if you just get comically aggressive, like you just keep pummeling him. But also I figured out the timing for parrying his first opening attack, which is like comically early. Like the moment he sort of raises his lightsaber, you have to already be parrying, and then you completely obliterate the attack, and it doesn't feel right. The timing feels super strange, but it works, I guess. But yeah, you just pummel on him, and if he's not currently counterattacking, do the force split saber attack to just do even more poise damage, so that you get to the next part where you're allowed to do health damage again. I just kept going, but the moment phase 2 started, he becomes super aggressive, and he starts like poising through your. He hyper armors through your attacks and just hits you anyway, even though you're hitting him right now. So you'll do damage, but he'll just pummel you, and suddenly his combo's like twice as long, to the point where if you took all of the damage, it would take I think it would take out 2 entire health bars. Like it would kill me twice. That's how much damage is incoming. So it's like fuck. So quickly becomes an unmanageable nightmare that I just barely made it through. But we got it. It continues the trend of all of the Sith being easier boss fights than the monsters. Or almost every monster is a harder fight, and that's very funny.
What are you really doing here, Cal Kestis?
The ones who built this tomb, the Zepho, they created an object called the Astrium. It opens a vault on a distant planet. Inside is a list of Force-sensitive children across the galaxy. But the Empire is looking for it too.
What Empire?
The Empire. The one bent on exterminating Force-sensitive so no one can stand against it?
Then it will come for Dathomir before long, as the war did. I will help you find this Astrium.
Oh right, because she was the one generating these platforms. Did you intentionally leave gaps just now? That seems a little rude.
Thank you for helping me with Malikos. Thought I was a goner for a minute.
Yes, you would have died.
Right.
I am glad you didn't. It is nice to have an ally.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
You're welcome, Cal.
You are now furry adjacent.
Let's find this Astrium.
Her face is doing something weird when she talks. I can't do it anymore. She was like squeezing up her like cheekbones, and like her eyes were doing something weird when she was talking that was like why is that happening? Okay.
This place, it's
Horrifying.
Sage Kujet's rule. This relief depicts Kujet casting their enemies into the pits below. They do appear to be falling. I'm not sure who's knocking them in. Oh well. A lot of enemies. Always negative emotions, never positive ones. Never Sage Kujet spooning his lover.
We finally found it.
It is real.
Baron, this could be the key to the next generation of Jedi.
I'm happy for you. And your Jedi. But nothing can bring back my people.
Yeah. After the purge, I was alone for a long time. In hiding, I was scared that they'd find out who I was or what I was.
What changed?
A very good friend of mine told me to go out and find my place in the galaxy.
And you listened?
Well, no. But life has this funny way of forcing you on the path forward anyway. Now here I am. Or at least expected.
A path forward. I will join you.
You will?
I've spent years waiting for a chance to avenge my sisters. I'm finished waiting. I wish to fight by your side. Night Sisters and Jedi do not travel together, but survivors. We adapt.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we do. What do you think, BD? I agree. My crew, they might take a little bit of convincing, though.
Then we'll convince them.
Friendship. I'm trying. The visual storytelling is throwing me a little bit. Whoa, what's happening? Just hanging out over there now. I got a magician on my team. That'll be neat. I just kind of find it a little odd that, if I remember correctly, they made her seem more foreign and less familiar when she was hostile. And then in the scene where she was about to start becoming my friend, which is when I crawled to that thing, suddenly she's like got her hair out and sympathetic expression, and like they like change her physical appearance to make her seem more approachable. And I'm like, I don't know what to make of that coding. That feels like a strange choice, that you took away her ornamentation and her more cultural signifiers, and you're just like, aha, an attractive woman with blonde hair. She's gonna join your party now. I'm like, ah. It'd be like if you had the handmaiden in KOTOR 2, but she suddenly stops looking like the handmaiden right before she joins your party. So like she looked like very different until the moment it was time to talk to her, and then it was time to completely change her visual signifiers. Like that just seems strange. Like it's a very deliberate choice. So I just wonder about the intentions behind it.
There's no way forward.
It's one thing when you spend time together, and then over the course of that bonding and learning from each other, you like just kind of change over time.
Congratulations.
It was practically our first real conversation, so it was different. So her being preemptively changed is stranger than if she like hung out on the ship for a few hours and then was like letting her hair down and having a different sort of getup and everything.
You gonna help me with this?
I'm sure you can handle it.
Oh, that's how this is gonna be. Oopsie. God! You're about to quickly find out how quickly I can't handle some of these things. God, two at once, okay.
Help, BD.
Just trying to soften you up a bit. God, I was very much aggroed on the wrong one.
Help!
Ah,
Buddy, help!
please give me a heal. Please give me a heal. Wow, I cannot get a single parry in.
Buddy, help! Up here!
Ah!
Another.
I keep thinking I have an opening when I don't. He literally turned his back on me. I'm like, I guess I can attack him. And then I almost died as a result. Ow, fuck.
Buddy, help!
Well, that was embarrassing. It's just completely unsuccessful for the full duration of that fight.
This woman you travel with, who is she?
See her? Wait, how do you know about her?
I have seen your companions. Malicos wanted me to attack them, but they posed no threat.
See her, well, she used to be a Jedi. It's a long story.
I would like to learn it.
Friendship.
I'll meet you at your ship.
This is what's been kind of missing a little bit. Is the ragtag crew amassing allies. There's been some element of that with Che Guevara, but his Star Wars name. These guys are back. But the no one's been joining the crew itself. Ah! Oh no. Oh, this one flies. We're doing this one. Okay. How did you take no damage? Oh, the flying guy has the health bar this time. Oh! It dodged for once. Oh. That's awkward.
Now!
God.
I'm on it.
Help me! Here!
Ow.
Buddy, help!
Ah, fuck.
Got something for you.
Okay, Jesus Christ. What? Wait, I can knock those back? I can deflect the unblockable ones? I didn't think that was on the table. I thought they were... Is every unblockable attack deflectable? I don't know.
I've had much worse.
You're about to have it significantly worse. You landing was a bad time.
I hear you, BD. Let me see.
Is that the first time I've scanned a bounty hunter? Have too many of them been the type that explode? What? Why are you still attacking me? Aren't you controlled by her? Does she simply awaken them and then she has zero control over them? They're just completely mindless and directionless? Whoa! Whoa, that was a weird moment. Okay. This room's no longer full of spiders, which, as you might imagine, is an upgrade. I do not prefer the spider room. Shockingly. Where are we going next, actually? I feel like we've finished every planet that's available.
You found it.
Oh, well, who's this? What's that supposed to mean?
It means I'll be joining you.
See her, Grease? This is Marin.
She's a witch, isn't she?
A night sister. Your fear is unnecessary.
I couldn't have gotten the Astrium without her. We fought Malicos together. I trust her.
And we trust you. You will have to earn it.
Fine. Grab some seat. She doesn't try anything funny.
Welcome aboard.
They like you.
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, back on my back. Oh, and everyone is immediately moved from where the cutscene sent them. Got a new crew member. Will she still be in the next game? I really did start this game not as like I was not like preempting the sequel, being like, oh, I better get the first game done in time for the sequel. I literally did not. I think I had heard a sequel was being made at some point, but did not have a particular interest in the game at that time. Then Toaster kept talking about this game a lot. I'm like, okay, maybe I should try it out. And by the time I was playing, was not thinking about the sequel.
Sometimes the exhaust valve needs a bit of tending to, but otherwise, it hasn't been much of an issue.
Grease is quite the expert when it comes to engineering.
We haven't had a problem with the Mantis that Grease couldn't fix on the fly. I'm just surprised to see him outside on Dathomir.
Well, she was asking about my ship. Of course I'm gonna show her.
It's fascinating. You must teach me to be a pilot.
Whoa, 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 one thing at a time. First maintenance, then flight lessons, maybe. I haven't committed to anything yet.
They're getting along.
Grease, you ready for a tour of Dathomir yet?
You're kidding, right?
He would not last long, I think.
Yeah, listen to the Night Sister. Gonna take a hard pass on that one, kid. I may be a gambler, but that's a risk I am not willing to take just yet.
Perhaps you can show us your home, Grease.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Really? Lateron? All right, I'll think about it. It's been a while since I've been to the old stomping ground. Wouldn't mind it myself.
Cal, care to join me?
Grease?
I really hope that kid pulls through.
Grease, are you okay?
Oh, Cal. I was just referring to my plant. I see how that might have been confusing.
You worry over your plants?
He even talks to them.
Hey, they've been through a lot. Stress may be good for building character, not so good for plants.
I'm sure they'll pull through.
If they don't make it, do you think you could bring them back?
Perhaps.
Oh, let me be clear. I don't want any monster plants trying to eat me in my sleep.
Oh? Then you better stay on my good side.
We've got new dynamics.
Little busy here, Cal.
No, you're
I will
not.
stay here. I do not need to go any further.
I second that.
Cal, care to join me? Grease has gone outside for once. Figured I'd take the time to rest.
Not a bad idea. You two have spent a lot of time together.
I think it's Marin's turn to enjoy his charm.
Think she can handle it?
He's superstitious enough to give her space, relatively speaking.
Makes me want to learn magic.
Seriously.
It's not a big deal, but you can definitely see like the edges fraying about how this stuff's supposed to work. So she keeps standing up during certain lines, like she's supposed to have a standing animation, which I found strange. Because she's like flipping through the chair, and everyone teleported to a different place than they were at the end of the cutscene, which was strange continuity. Then I realized she says that Grease went outside, which recontextualizes them from a minute ago, where he's like, I'm kind of busy right now, Cal. And they were supposedly doing maintenance, which makes sense if they were outside by all the like the exposed stuff and not on a couch and in the kitchen. And then she even said the specific line, because he said, I'm busy, which is vague and whatever, but she said, I will not go any further. And it's like, okay, so she's out, and that makes it sound like that I'm gonna leave them, and they're like outside, but not gonna go any further. And then she just straight up says, "Yeah, Cal, those two went outside. I'm gonna relax in here." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's where I finally realized what's happening here. They're supposed to be standing outside, which is why some of her animations require standing periodically, and so she stands up to do a specific thing." But they're just not. They're just in here. So she's talking about them being gone right in front of them. It's just goofy.
What are you thinking about?
How quiet it is. I don't know if it's because Grease is off the ship or something else.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm not sure. I don't know if I like it. Silence is strange when you aren't looking for it. Almost makes me want to fill these walls with music from my Halleck set or something.
Yeah, you should start playing again.
Maybe. I don't often feel up to it these days.
I've always wanted to learn an instrument. Think you could teach me after this is all settled?
I'd like that. Yeah. It's always good to give yourself a moment to think and reflect.
There might be a struggle with these hands.
What do you think we'll find?
Open the ancient vault on Bogano. 96% explored. That's pretty much all we have to look forward to is the vault, pretty much.
Grease, have you ever thought of redecorating?
The Mantis? Why would I?
Wouldn't hurt to throw some art on the walls. Something new to look at.
Since when do you care about art?
I've always liked it. When I was younger, I used to pore through every piece I could find at the Jedi Archives.
Did you critique them too?
I admired them. When I became a Seeker, I got to see a few in person. So many different cultures in the galaxy, and each one had their own unique works of art. It was breathtaking.
We got a little crew now.
Get up here.
But I get the feeling that it's like exploration's over and now it's like do the linear ending sequences.
You think it'll work?
It worked for Cordova.
You can make it work.
She's right.
Oh, hey, is anybody hungry? I was thinking of whipping up some scaz steaks. I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
No, Captain. And we couldn't have gotten this far without you.
Oh, well,
It's true, Grease.
thank you. Hey, I hope you get in there and you find that hollow thing.
Holocron.
Are you sure it's something you should find?
What do you mean?
The children on that list. If you take them from their homes to train as Jedi, won't they be hunted like you?
It has to be kept out of the hands of the Empire.
It'll help us put an end to the Empire.
Oh, hey, change of plans, we're arriving.
Oh, Grease.
Yeah?
I take my steak rare.
Huh? Okay, now we're cooking.
You got very nervous. It's interesting seeing how non-linear elements of narratives get implemented and how they kind of trip on themselves. Not this game specifically, but just all games, but also this game. It's like they were more comfy together a minute ago, and they're like not the cutscenes dialogue, but then look at how he froze when she just said his name. I'm like, we were not ready for the maintenance and piloting conversation to play yet. That conversation that they're bonding and getting along should not play before the him losing his mind just for being addressed by her. It makes their progression like messy and weird.
Hey, oh, wait up. I know you're about to get that Holocron.
Nice. You remembered. You joining me?
Oh, no, absolutely not. No, I just wanted to say, you know, those kids we're supposed to find. They're lucky to have you.
They're lucky to have us. We're in this together, Grease.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hoping you'd say that because, you know, they're gonna need more than fancy magic tricks.
Oh, yeah?
Practical guidance, role model, someone to look up to. You know, ship flying's a complicated art. But that's only if I stick around.
I remember that.
Good. Good. Okay. Good luck, buddy.
You and Marin getting along?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she still freaks me out, you know, the whole raising the dead thing. But as long as she doesn't kill me.
She won't. You'll be all right.
Oh, yeah, you said that before, and then...
And you're still alive.
For now.
Nothing will happen to you. We're all in this together, Grease. Funny to have this thing end where it started.
Oh, yeah. I remember our first visit here. I've said it before. I really didn't think you were...
A Jedi?
Jedi or not, I just didn't think you were the guy.
And now?
Now, Jedi or not, you are. Look, I still don't quite get the whole Force stuff, but what I do know is that you are one tough kid.
Thanks. So are you.
Yeah, it's true. I do look young for my age.
I was primed for exactly that joke. I'm like, here it comes, here it comes. Yeah, I am a kid.
There's something weird about this place. The energy is different here.
Yeah, we have grass.
It's different than Dathomir.
Yes. Dathomir is intricate. Its ancient power emanates from the shadows. Bogano feels more simplistic, and yet I can't figure it out.
Bogano is special. There's a reason the Zepho built their vault here.
Where your holocron waits. Hidden.
What are you getting at?
This planet has remained nearly untouched for centuries. Were the lives you seek to protect really in danger before you intervened?
We're definitely not on Dathomir anymore.
No, we are not.
Is it how you imagined? The rest of the galaxy, I mean?
It is so vast. I see now my life on Dathomir was... limited.
I felt the same way about leaving Baraka. The world can feel small when you're trapped by the past.
I think I will like my time aboard the Mantis.
The Jedi we train will help build a galaxy that respects and preserves special places like this one.
And that is their choice or yours?
We need each other to survive. Without the Jedi, I don't know if we can. We have a responsibility to protect them.
So you've said. Keep going, Cal Kestis.
She's given pushback about the Jedi premise.
Cal, got a second? You've been through a lot to get here. But the vault is still an unknown.
Cordova put the holocron inside. That's what's important. I have to get it.
Cordova built danger into this test to protect it.
You're worried about me.
I don't want to train all those younglings alone.
I'll be fine, Seer. Plus, I've got BD with me.
I know. Just be careful. This might be unlike anything you two have faced before.
Thanks. We're ready. The both of us.
Take care of each other.
Remember when you first brought me here?
It's hard to believe how far you've come in such a short time, Cal.
Yeah. Hey, maybe when we train the younglings, we'll do it my way. I have a few ideas that don't include life or death situations.
You'll never train someone your way. Both people have to be willing to learn.
Thanks. For everything.
Anytime.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Yes. And so are you. I've seen it. You've learned a lot from all this, Cal.
And from you.
That's kind of you to say, Cal, but I won't be in revolt with you.
Yeah, you will. Just in a different way.
I'm glad we found you, Cal. Good luck in there. And remember, think before you react. I suspect Cordova left behind a test not just anyone could solve. May the Force be with you.
To finish the previous thought, though, like, the first takeaway from this game is that it is surprisingly good, and I like that the combat expects things from you, and it's not full of boring bullet sponge things, and just kind of feeling you're just kind of sleepwalking through it and stuff. But the second takeaway is it is surprisingly jank. Like, this feels like somebody's double A level project, like early Dark Souls from Software kind of messy, which obviously I'm fine with because I played the shit out of those games, and like, if I wasn't cool with jank, I wouldn't be playing with this model the whole game. It's like, that's fine. I'm used to video games. But the idea that EA, I guess that's the thing. I don't play their games that much in general, but it feels like Activision games are surprisingly polished and EA games might be surprisingly jank for how much budget they supposedly have and what they like they have the whole Star Wars license and all that. I don't know how surprising, I don't know how accurate the word surprisingly is, because like I did a series on Mass Effect Andromeda. I was there, I remember. But just all those weird little issues with like the story playing out correctly and all the weird glitches and collision problems that some of them might be caused by the model in some way, but definitely some of the glitches just kind of happen. Like people have confirmed that the weird frog bouncing into the sky happened up for them too, and so on. But I find it interesting that like so much work goes into writing these narratives and having them play out the way they do, and all the cutscenes and so on, and the talent. And then the implementation makes them play out of order and screw up like the tone and pacing and like development of the characters in ways that seem unfortunate. And how common that is. It's really, really common when in the AAA games that I do play. I guess that's part of the part where I get a little spoiled when I play something like The Last of Us, where it's just polish all the way through, because when I do dip into AAA games again, they often wow me with their, like, the graphics, because like, it's always like, it's been another year, how have graphics progressed again this year? Oh shit, look at them go! But the actual storytelling can be surprisingly iffy. Although I definitely feel like I definitely feel like Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes were like... Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake and Resident Evil 7 and 8, those games definitely feel like they were made... They accomplished being exactly what they wanted to be.
Strange, but I think it's the Astrium. The closer we get to the vault, the stronger it feels.
So Capcom's nailing it.
Careful, buddy. We still don't know how this thing works.
When I see some of the things in this game, I just wonder, like, was it rushed or under budget? Do Star Wars projects have to deal with being under budget? But at the same time, if this was given like a sort of AA budget and development team, that would explain potentially why the EA also let it go out and not be full of microtransactions and other frustrating EA behaviors. They might have thought like, oh, if it has AA budget and it's a Star Wars game, it'll sell so well, we don't need to do horrible things to it, and then we'll get the cred that we as EA let it just exist as a regular single-player game with no bullshit. And then they get to just sort of double benefit from that process. I don't know. Game development's really complicated and weird. I've definitely seen my fair share of weird bugs, though, that definitely... bugs or missing features that feel like I'm playing a brand new game that will have patches, and then I remind myself that it's 3 years old. I'm like, oh, that's never happening. The sequel comes out now-ish. But I've enjoyed my time with this game. There's just, you know, frustrations aside, I go into these knowing that's going to happen. And I've enjoyed it even without the added bonus of how surreal it is to have this character model, and how cool that is to go through. Y'all have been spoiling me. Ka specifically this time, but all of you in general have been doing it a lot.
Amazing. The vault itself is built like a giant holocron. And linked. Something about that wall. We're close. Let's check it out.
Previous thought I meant to express, but I just had a backlog of things to get through between conversations. I was surprised that the last area didn't end in a temple, like a Zelda dungeon to solve through. But I guess it makes sense because they were going to follow up getting the Holocron immediately with this. So, and also we just had to solve a temple basically on the ice planet Ilum. So you solve Ilum and then you just go in and just fight a boss fight to get the Holocron, and then you come in here and do what might be another temple. So it kind of makes sense that there wasn't one on Dathomir. That's a funny reflection. It'll be interesting to see these characters' dynamics next game if they're still around.
I offer this record of our civilization to those who will follow. Despite our wisdom and technological achievement, we face extinction. Dogma blinded us to the path of balance, and gradually we allowed our pride to corrupt us.
Oh, you're real. Yep, you're all real. They were on my periphery, so they all look like statues still.
The greater control we sought, the further we fell into ruin. I lead the remnants of my people into the great unknown, hoping that we will finally find peace.
What's definitely funny to me is that difficulty-wise, Toaster told me that you hit a point in this game where it's like after the initial difficulty curve, that it's basically impossible to die in this game. And boy did that turn out to be incorrect. And I'm forced to reckon with the fact that, like, Andrew and Toaster are scary good at video games sometimes, and Toaster beat the final boss of Sekiro on his first try. So maybe I shouldn't just take difficulty information from these people up front.
I shall teach them the ways of the Force.
Master Kestis.
We shall begin with physical preparation.
What is the Force?
Gather round, everyone.
Master Kestis, do you think the Empire will find us?
Wait. Oh, he's moving. His face is animated. Is he matching my face animations? It's hard to tell because I can't make them look in the same direction. Oh, there we go. That's pretty good. Yes. Aren't they? The faces are matching. He's supposed to be frozen. So this is the order you would build. Are we gonna have doubt? Are we gonna question this? Because I understand the appeal of fun lightsaber times, but honestly, everything about the Jedi Order seems pretty kind of awful. Their only positive trait seems to be their ability to oppose the Sith.
It's the Empire!
The Inquisitors have found us. Master, shall we fight them?
They're coming!
To the trenches!
Keep going!
Protect yourself!
They're making him reckon with the idea of what he's going to be doing. You're going to be recruiting and training children to be soldiers. The thing that is specifically what caused like most of your trauma, where you're so reserved and struggle with people and trust. That's what you're trying to bring back. Is the game actually going to question this?
Capture the younglings. Kill the rest. They're back.
Is this what you want?
Keep searching. They can't have gotten far. Target sighted.
Help me, Master Kestis!
Moving in. Spread out. There will be others. Yes, sir. You can't hide. Not you. Yeah!
Children being hunted while begging for your help.
Cal Kestis. Surrender now, and we may spare the youngest. That's right. On your knees.
Second sister's still out there. Actually, don't know. We'll find out. I don't know if I should expect her to be the final boss, or if she's going to be the sequel.
I'm scared. What is next for us?
It's little Greedo.
Master Kestis, why? I want to go home.
That is a torture chamber. Like what they put Rey in. Definitely feels symbolically expressive that as you go down these hallways towards an obvious open door, it then slams shut and you're forced to take a different path again and again. The idea that he has a specific plan and it will repeatedly not go that way. That he's naive to expect the future to just work out. What? What? Okay, so that's the First Order, right? The new Empire, right? In the future will be defeated, and this is suggesting that he'll be even... This is even Cal as a Sith. But holy shit, it's very strange that it's just Marrow's head. I was not ready for that to be an outcome of this game. That is a surreal visual. That seems very akin to the mirror from Last Jedi. How you handling all those doubts?
Had a bad feeling I'd see you here.
Oh? How uncharacteristically prescient of you. Here I thought your greatest virtue was your dogged persistence as you stumbled from one debacle to the next.
Guess you made a mistake not killing me on Baraka then.
A scant mercy. I wagered one meaningless Padawan against a prize that will win me the Emperor's favor.
Do you think I'm gonna let you walk away with the Holocron?
Of course not. We both have our pride. But yours has cost you the lives of all the Force-sensitive children on that list, as well as your own.
Like you said, Trilla, I'm persistent.
You better have new tricks, because you were not difficult before. Ow. Oop. What you doing?
Your end is near.
Oh God. That's a sneaky trick.
Careful with that thing. It's been through hell. Don't go. We need to stick together.
No. I'm going to lure them away, and then I'm going to circle back. Stay with the young ladies, Trilla. May the Force be with you.
Master, don't leave us!
Trilla, what's going to happen?
It's okay. It's okay.
No.
Well.
Help, please. Feeling much better. Thanks.
Very not good. Lost the entire thing we were here for. Of all things, the lightsaber was a trap. Oh! Okay. Getting back to the ship's gonna be a process. Here we go. So everyone else is fucked, right? Like, this place is completely in the open. Like, they must have gotten them already, or they escaped.
Moving to engage. Solid copy. I can't get a clear shot. Reloading.
Enjoy fighting frogs or whatever. Bye.
He's dead. You cannot bypass this outpost.
Goop. Oh! Rude. Looks like our training paid off. I'm pretty sure your job was to stop me. Oh, the stormtroopers are so fucking funny. Every single line of dialogue is embarrassing or actively dumb. It's just so fucking, it's so entertaining. He can't match us. Bro, fighting you is not my objective. They're so proud of themselves. I almost want to let them have it. Like, oh, look at them go. Good job, buddy. Surely I'm not escaping this easily, right? Like, how do they have the whole place blockaded, but this ship's fine, right?
Seer.
What?
I saw what happened between you and Trilla, what you both went through. I'm so sorry. I was arrogant, I was foolish. I could never understand what you went through. She has a holocron. I don't know where she's taking it.
I'm responsible for the path that Trilla is on. And what she does next is the cost of all of my mistakes.
Our mistakes are in the past. And it's all of our responsibility, and it's about what we do next that's important. You taught me that, Seer.
You're right. I know where she's taking it. There's a fortress where they take Jedi, where the Inquisitors come from. It's a place of torture. It's the place I escaped. I just never thought I'd be going back there.
You won't be going alone. You'll have a friend with you.
No. I'll have a Jedi with me. Kneel. By the right of the Council, by the will of the Force, Cal Kestis. Rise, Jedi Knight. You are ready.
So are you.
Well, that's very bad what happened. We are in trouble. Next time, very well may be the end.